Microgrants were new to AFCY and I think to many of us, and so CUE had an existing microgrant system and we thought, hey, this is something that we can learn from, and again there was this open arm approach and stance, and it was fantastic.
Platform A really represents a real investment in the marginal and outsider and underrepresented artists across the city. Throughout history, some of the most powerful artwork has been created outside of institutions and outside of conventional frameworks.
Since 2012, Toronto Arts Council has received a 60% increase in its grants budget. As a result of that increase, we're able to think of new ways to fund the arts.
What I think is really interesting about this particular microgrant is that it's pretty open-ended, it doesn't have a lot of constraints, and it was a really great opportunity to experiment with an idea.
One of the things that I learned from the actual microgrant process is the writing of the grant. I've been trying to write grants for years and I've never been successful, but I feel this grant wasn't too hard, it wasn't too complicated.
You know, a lot of people automatically, when you tell them that, you know, you're from Jane and Finch, from this part of the neighborhood, there's always pre-assumptions about you that you're this, you're that. So growing up, I always felt like, you know, I have a voice that needs to be heard, because like I'm not all of these labels that they're putting on me and stuff like that. And the root cause of, you know, why I do music and why I do poetry is just to speak on these issues.
I actually learned a lot from this process. I'm not a big writer. It's hard for me to really focus on the writing more than the doing. As soon as I just clicked the website, I was like, wow, this is such an easy thing to do right now. You know, there's like 250 words to write. I was like, I do that all the time by email.
For this project, I received a microgrant from the Jumblies Theatre. It's a workshop where I worked with a group of Chinese immigrants to talk about their experience as an immigrant looking for a job, and also their change of occupation after they immigrated to Canada.
I strongly believe that everyone can draw. So in terms of community art, really I feel like my job is to come into any space with any people of any age and convince them to start drawing or to start painting or start mark making, because I think that everyone can do it.
I feel like this program has helped me to recreate myself in a way that I didn't really expect. It helped me to figure out more about me.
We learned a lot about the business side of the music industry, and we worked on our own music. Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I think with the microgrant, what was amazing about it is that we are actually able to get funding, and we did so well with it that like I know that this will open doors for grants to come. I think with the microgrant, it's a great step.